Hello and hi. So today we're talking about the DIY change the lawnmower hacksaw oil from John Deere product series 100. So and I review a lot the John Deere maintenance. You need to change your engine oil and grease on your lawnmower. And there's a couple of grease point that you need to do, and the air filter, something like that. But it's very important. And like a couple of years later, a few years, you have to change your hacksaw oil. That means that it's called transmission oil or gear oil. That is going to be a back of your wheel, and so that's the wheel inside of the inside under your seat, and there's like hacksaw, and you can call gearbox whenever, and as a gearbox oil. And for the maintenance, you have to do at least like a 3 years or 2 years. At least you need to change the oil inside of the gearbox, and otherwise there are a lot of the supplement. I mean the fragments inside the gearbox, and it will be contaminated over the time. So you need to change the oil, and not frequently. I would say like 2 years or 3 years. You need to change the oil, so your gearbox is last longer than as usual process. And I reviewed a couple like YouTuber and to do the oil change. You need to take it out all the parts, or and the wheel. You need to lift up the whole entire hacksaw, and also your seat, and putting a part away. So I find a easy way to do the hacksaw pump change. I mean the hacksaw oil change, and I bought the transfer pump, the manual transfer pump, like a $15, and with the tube. So I sneak it into the hacksaw gearbox, and you just need to be how to apply. You're using a plier to apply it out. There's like a cap, and there's a small cap, and over there it's like the cap for the gearbox oil. So you need to use a screwdriver, and reaching out over there and open it, and take it out the cap, and also taking out the magnets, and so you can stick it in the transfer pump and into the gearbox, and you suck it up all the oil, and using a very small tube. I would say like a ½ inch of the tube, and so you can stick it in, and you can pumping out, and then you're going to be filling up the new oil and put back in the magnets and also the cap, and that will be all. You do not necessary to put everything apart. But the hard part, if you see the later on, I can provide the video that I done, and but the majority in the end of the parts, I can hardly to put it back the cap, because there's no room or space and between. So you have to using some kind like a socket, and put on top of it, and you need a wobble extension, and you can try to be tapping back in. That's very hard for me, because so this is the cap right there, and also there's a fan over there too. So it doesn't have that much room to wiggle around. So, and that's why you need to put a small socket and on top of the cap, and then you can try to be taken back in. That's all. So enjoy the video. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you. John Deere Easy Fix DIY. So majority, and you can see, and I was lift up the John Deere machine, and you don't need to be necessary to put everything out and unplug all the nuts and everything. It's an easy fix. What you need to do is you just need this hopper freight, maybe $10 or $20, transfer pump something, the manual, and the tube. It's very quite easy. And what you need to do is, number one, you lift up the John Deere machine, the hacksaw, and lift up, turn like high, so you can reaching out at the bottom. And then what you need to do when you lift up, when you lift the John Deere, you put it down the deck, the deck, and put it down. So you have the little space in crawl space right here, so you can reach into the cap inside the transmission fueling cap. So what I need to do is, so basically this is a screwdriver, like a long one, and you can actually, when you see in here, you can barely seeing the fuel cap is right here. So what I did is, you're gonna reaching out in the bottom side and pull. So pull your screwdriver into here. All right, and then you're just trying to tap it in the side, and you're using a little bit hammer and tapping, and apply. That will be all, and the cap will be automatically and it's going to unplug. And so what I show it to you is, once unplugged, that's the cap. Well, it's hard to be removed, and sometimes because the lip, and you need to be a little bit force and apply upward, so it will be uncapped. Once you do that, and you're gonna also, you're also gonna be getting this one, the magnet. You have to get it out, otherwise you cannot fill it in. Okay. Okay. Once you all done that, once you did that, okay. Let me reset the camera. Once you did that, it's quite easy. Using this pipe, and sometimes you need to have an extension, a low pipe. You need to be going to the Home Depot, like this one. It's very thin, maybe like a half quarter or 1 inch, something like that. So, and also the adapter too. So adapting to this pipe and plug it in. Once you did that, it's reaching out over there and starting to pumping out all the oil. Once you done that, and then you can you go to like a Walmart. You need to buy 20W50. 20W50. It's called the transmission fluid, and whatever it costs, it's like gear oil, something like that. So once you did that, and once you fill it up, and you just kind of put it back in to the cap, which I'm going to do it right now. And you clean up the magnets right here, and I put back in. So you don't need to do anything else. You unplug everything. It takes like a long work, and I find an easy way. So you can there's a very big gap between in here and also tight. So you can actually, using your hand, reaching out over there and unplug. That will be all. And once you do that, yeah, you can feel it. Put the magnet back in. Put it in place. Yep. It's hard to. Sometimes we'll have to put that's why you need to have play to see. Okay, so now I can feel, the shape of the magnets like around it. So you're just making sure it's flected. Once you flecked it, that's it. You're done. Now what you need to do, you need to clean up your cap. making sure nice clean, making sure there's no dust surround it. So put it back on and your job is done. It will probably just less than 15 minutes. And making sure you're going to be reaching out back. Oh yeah, another tips for you guys. Before you do that, you have to clean surrounding the dust. Otherwise, it's very if the dust and go into the differential or the gears, that would be a problem for your gears, just rounding up and all the dust together. That would be bad for you. But now I put it back on, the cap's on, but it's not stuck in. Hey, one more thing, and sorry for the video, and I didn't tape the inside of the differential gear, and very clear because I was just trying to finish and rushing up the process, and I didn't show what the part it looks like. So but I will be refer and you guys and watching the other video and down below, which I give you the link, that someone is actually taking all the parts away, so you can see and the gearbox and what it looks like. So you can see the cap, the location cap it is. So that you'll be more clear than how you using your tools to apply it out that cap. And so that's my suggestion to you. Before you do so, do more research, but more majority look at the detail of the gearbox and where's the cap locations, and then you can do the pump transfer to which I did. So you don't need to put all the parts away. All right. So thank you for watching. Have a great day.